So for the last 5 years, if someone asked me what makes Meta different from every other AI company, I had only one answer. They give their models away for free of cost. And you can download Llama, run it on your own laptop, fine tune it, build a business on it. Nobody else at that scale does that. OpenAI doesn't do that. Google doesn't do that. Anthropic doesn't do that. But Meta, they did it. Last week, that changed. And I think most people missed how big of a deal it actually is. Let me walk you through what happened because it affects whether you see Meta stuff or not. On April 8th, Meta put out a new AI model called Muse Spark. It's the first model from their new team called Meta Superintelligence Labs. Big name, I know, but here's the thing that matters. If you go to the announcement and look for the word open, as in open source, open weights, or open for anyone to download, it's not there. The word just isn't or not in the post. Let me give you the basic facts first, then I'll explain why they matter. It came out April 8th. It was built over 9 months by a team led by Alexandr Wang. I'll tell you who he is in a minute because that part is important. The team called it Avocado while they were building it internally, and right now you can only use it in the United States. Those are the facts, but the facts are not the interesting part. The interesting part is what Meta left out. Let me take you back for a second, because if you haven't been following Meta's AI stuff closely, you might not realize how unusual this is. In 2023, Meta released Llama, open weights, anyone could download it, run it, change it, build on it. The AI community went crazy. Finally, a big company was giving away something that is real. Then Llama 2, same deal, open weights. Then Llama 3, same thing. Then Llama 4, every single time the announcement said the same thing. We believe AI should be open. It was their whole identity. Mark Zuckerberg literally wrote a blog post called Open Source AI is the Path Forward. For 5 years, every time OpenAI charged more and more or Google restricted access, developers said the same thing. It's fine, we have Llama. Llama was the safety net, the backup plan, the reason nobody felt completely trapped. I think a lot of people, myself included as well, just assumed that would keep going, that Meta would always be the open source option, but that was really, really naive for us. Here's what the Muse Spark announcement actually looks like compared to every other Llama launch before it. Every Llama announcement, open weights, download the model, available for research and commercial use. We believe in OpenAI. Muse Spark announcement, none of that. Not one single word says that it's open source. The model lives inside the Meta app and website. It's rolling out to WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, and their AI glasses. You can use it through their products only. You cannot download it, you cannot run it yourself, and you cannot fine tune it on your own data. And here's the part that I keep coming back to. Meta didn't make some big dramatic announcement about changing their philosophy. They didn't say we are moving away from open source, they just quietly stopped doing it. The door didn't slam shut, it just slowly swung closed while everyone was looking at something else. Now I want to tell you about Alexandr Wang because once you know who he is, the whole MuseSpark thing makes a lot more sense. Wang started a company called Scale AI back in 2016. What Scale AI does is build training data for AI models. They are the people who label images, clean up data sets, build the pipelines that feed into the models you use every single day. And here's the key part. Scale AI's customer were OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, the most closed, most proprietary AI labs on earth right now. Wang spent almost a decade building tools specifically for companies that keep everything locked down. That was his entire business. None of the work was open source, none of it was meant to be shared. The whole point was giving closed labs better closed data. In June of last year, Mark Zuckerberg paid $14.3 billion to bring Wang to Meta. That's the biggest single AI hire any company has ever made. And I remember when that happened, a lot of people in the AI community said that, oh, cool, Meta's going to get even better at open source models. But think about what Zuckerberg actually bought. He didn't buy someone who believes in giving things away. He bought the person who spent 10 years building the plumbing for the most secretive AI labs in the world. And then he put that person in the charge of Meta's new flagship AI team. If you look at it that way, MuseSpark being closed isn't a surprise. It's exactly what Wang has always built. The only difference it is now it has a Meta logo on it. Okay, so Meta changed their strategy. Why should you care? You probably don't even use Llama directly. Here's why it matters, and I want to explain this in a way that feels real, not abstract. When a model is open weight, three things are true for you as a developer. One, you can run it on your own computer, your laptop, a cheap server, whatever. You don't need to pay anyone per request, per event, per call, nothing. Two, you can fine tune it with your own data without sending that data to anyone else. Your data stays with you. And three, it exists forever. Even if the company that made it goes bankrupt or decides to shut it down, you still have the weights. Nobody can take them away from you. When a model is closed, all three of those go away. You can only use it through the company servers on their terms at their price. If you want to fine tune, your data goes to them, and if they decide to shut it down or change the pricing, your app breaks and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, here's why Muse Spark specifically matters, even if you use Claude or GPT and not Llama. For the last few years, Llama was what kept the whole market honest. When OpenAI raised their prices, developers could say, fine, I'll switch to Llama. When Anthropic changed their terms, same thing, Llama was the backstop, the alternative that kept everyone's pricing reasonable. With Muse Spark, Meta is saying that backstop is no longer something they are building toward, which means OpenAI and Anthropic and Google just lost the one thing that was keeping them from charging more. Not today, but over the next year or two, you'll feel it for sure. So now this is the question everyone asks when I bring this up. Llama isn't dead, right? You can still download it. The answer is yes. Right now, Llama 4 is still available. You can still fine tune it. The community is still building on it. Nothing has been taken away, but look at where the energy is going. Muse Spark is the model powering Meta's consumer products. It's what runs Meta AI across WhatsApp, Instagram, all of their apps. It's what Wang's team is working on every day. That's where the talent is. That's where the budget is. That's where the roadmap points right now. Llama is still there, but it's suddenly the old project right now. I'm not going to tell you Meta will kill Llama. I don't know that. But I will tell you what I think is more likely to happen. Llama 5, if it comes out, will probably be smaller and less ambitious than Muse Spark. It'll probably be aimed at researchers and academics rather than people building products. The era of download this and build your whole business on it, that era might already be over. And it's not just Meta, look at the bigger picture. The open source AI ecosystem just lost its biggest corporate sponsor. There are other open models, Mistral, DeepSeek, Quinn, and they are good, but none of them have Meta's budget. None of them have the brand recognition that makes a CTO say, yeah, for sure, we can bet on this. Meta was the anchor that made the whole open weights movement feel credible to serious companies. Without that anchor, the movement is smaller. I don't want to just leave you with things are changing and it's scary. That's not useful. Here are three things you can actually do right now based on what just happened. Number one, if you're building anything on Llama right now, treat it like a fixed asset. Don't plan your next 2 years assuming a bigger free model is coming from Meta. It might not come now. Have a plan B, know what it would cost to switch to a hosted API if you had to. Number two, if you're changing a model for a new project, think about what happens when the company changes direction. This is what just happened to everyone who assumed Meta would always be open. Pick models where you have a fallback, not just the cheapest option today. Number three, pay attention to the actually open players. Mistral, DeepSeek, Qwen, they are still shipping open weight models. They might be where the real open source AI community ends up. If that matters to you, start experimenting with their stuff right now instead of waiting until you're forced to. Here's what I actually think about all of this. The strategy shift is real and it's not going back. Meta hired the closed AI guy, put him in charge, and his first AI model is closed. That's a clear signal. If you are counting on Meta to keep giving you the free models forever, update your thinking. But MuseSpark itself as a model, it's fine. It's not some massive breakthrough. It beats Llama 4 on Meta's own benchmarks, but it's not pushing the frontier the way you'd expect from a team that cost $14 billion to assemble. And if you're outside the US right now, you can't even try it. So the model is whatever, the decision is what matters. Meta looked at two paths: keep giving models away for free or lock them down and control the experience. They choose door number two for sure. And that one decision is going to ripple through the whole industry for the next couple of years. The thing I keep thinking about is this: open source AI was never guaranteed, it always depended on big companies choosing to be generous, and the moment one of them stops choosing that, you realize how fragile the whole thing was. That's the Muse Spark story, not just a model launch, a company changing who it is. If this helped you understanding what's going on, a like or subscribe helps me keep making these. I try to break down the stuff that actually matters, not just whatever's trending. I'm curious what you think through. If is Meta going to keep Llama alive alongside Muse Spark, or is Llama quietly on its way out? See you in the next one.